Good morning, class 5. Today we are going to do the sentence making of the lesson Everybody's Water. Now, these are the important words in this lesson which you should know the meaning and should know how to use it in your daily life. So, you have to make sentences with these words as well as write down the meaning. First one is fragile. Now, what do you mean by fragile? Fragile means delicate, weak, and which is delicate. It's a very delicate thing. So fragile, make a sentence with fragile. What sentence will you make with fragile? Be careful. The plates are be careful. Be careful. When you write be careful, so that means you have to put an apostrophe. Be careful. Apostrophe, be careful. It's an expression, be careful. The plates are fragile. Be careful. The flower vase is fragile. So you should carry the flower vase. Vases, V-A-S-E, vase means flower pot. You should carry the flower vase with fragile. You should carry these fragile vases carefully. So fragile means which is very delicate. Okay, then the next word is symbolize. Now fragile, you must write the meaning also. What is the meaning of fragile? Fragile means weak, easily damaged. Okay, first you write the meaning and then you make a sentence. Be careful, the plates are fragile. Be careful, the flower vase is fragile. Be careful, those decorative pieces of glass are fragile. Okay, now the next sentence is symbolize. Symbolize means represent. Now represent means anything which represents, like the tricolor in our flag represents what? It represents the tricolor in our national flag represents bravery, peace, and prosperity. Okay, the fort in our school logo represents a fort. A fort in our school logo, our Stanford logo represents a fort. Okay, our Stanford logo symbolizes a fort. There is a fort in our Stanford logo. Okay, so symbolize means represent. Scattered. Scattered means, what do you mean by scattered? Placed in various directions. If bikhar jana, when everything gets scattered, the whole the woman's necklace, the beads in a woman's necklace scattered on the ground. The beads in a woman's necklace scattered on the ground. What else? The woman's jewelry beads were scattered while she was walking. The woman's is apostrophe S. The woman's jewelry beads were scattered while she was walking. My books got scattered when I fell down from the cycle. My books scattered on the ground when I fell down from the bus, or maybe from a bicycle, or maybe from a bike. It got scattered. Okay. What else you can make with scattered? While I was walking, all the pencils in my hand they just got slipped from my hand and they scattered on the ground. So scattered means anything which just goes in all the direction. Okay, next is indispensable. Now indispensable means without which you can't do away, which is too important to you, which is too important to do without. You cannot do away without it. Water is an indispensable source of energy. Water is an indispensable source of water is an indispensable water is indispensable in our life. Solar energy, sun is an indispensable source of energy. Without sun we cannot live. Okay, and what else indispensable? Water is indispensable, sun is indispensable, food is indispensable in our life. We cannot do away without food. We need food. Indispensable means anything without which you cannot live. Okay. Then indifferent. Indifferent means when you don't have any interest in it. Now, I'm indifferent towards I'm indifferent when you don't have any interest. What will you say? I'm indifferent towards this subject. I'm indifferent towards languages. I'm indifferent towards mathematics. I don't like mathematics. I have no interest in mathematics. Indifferent means when you don't have any interest. Okay. Now the next word is evident. Now what do you mean by evident? Obvious. Evident means obvious. Evident means is clear, obvious. It is evident that we have a holiday on Gandhi Jayanti. It is evident that we have a holiday on Diwali. It is evident that we don't work on Sunday. It is evident that we must work hard. It is obvious. Okay. So children, first you make these 6 sentences in your notebook with their meanings, and please do your work neatly. Otherwise I will not check. I simply do not check your work because I don't find your work neat. Please write neatly and write with a bold pencil, with a dark pencil, and write beautifully in good handwriting so that your work looks nice. Okay, so this is all for everybody's water, and after this there's another video in which we'll be discussing some question answers.